Our biggest announcement in a couple of months. As most of you know, we did lose a longtime fan host back in March. Since then, we've done some auditions. And then for over a month, we have waited and wondered and at times worried. What will be the new GBag configuration? Took a lot of questions. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in just moments, it will be revealed right here on your home of the Cowboys, home of the Rangers, 105.3 The Fan. Who's it going to be that steps in and joins Brian and Lucius and myself right here in the GBag Nation for 5 hours a night to keep you entertained and informed in the third largest media market in America? Quite an opportunity. We heard from a lot of people. Before we get there, a short review. The GBag Nation, short for Good Broadcasting About Games. It started in 2010.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Greg Henson and I were hosting. The program director had gone AWOL. Bruce Gilbert had not taken over. We wanted a new name. So we took suggestions, held a vote, and GBag won. 6 weeks later, the show was canceled. But the following Monday, the GBag Nation was back, and it took off and had its real launch. Myself, Lucius Alexander, and Tamondrick the Preacher Man. Tamondrick was underway. Shout out to Tamondrick, by the way. He's teaching and coaching football. 9 months later, CA and JC joined us. We were four wide. We were four wide in the nation, weren't we, Lucius? And we crushed it so hard for about 2 years at night, okay? 2013, we moved to middays. Mike Bassick joined us. We were five wide, and we crushed it for 6 years. 2019, we moved to afternoons. Mike, he hated the schedule. He didn't want to work in the afternoons. He wanted to be home with his kids and get ready to go out to the ballpark. So he went back to middays. We grabbed Brian Broaddus. We've been killing it for 2+ years. But now, it's time for another change. It is time to add another voice, or maybe voices, once again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sports fans of all ages, listening here on 105.3 The Fan, now stepping onto the main stage here at 105.3 The Fan. What has been the fastest growing evening sports show in America. You have enjoyed them in the safe space, 7 to 11 weeknights, and for many years before that in podcast format. First up is a homegrown talent, a former GBag Nation intern where he went through a grueling process to prove himself worthy of being an employee. The man with the strongest R's in sports radio out of Plano Senior High and the University of North Texas, the Wooly Bully himself, Zach Wolchuk.
Hey.
Good afternoon, Zach.
Thank you, fellas. How are you both doing today?
We're doing fantastic.
Great.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, man, it's a pleasure. It really, really is, guys. It really is an honor and a privilege from being a little intern where I was getting all kinds of Diet Cokes from Mr. Dawson and figuring out what Mike's going to do for Mike Likes It. This is pretty big, A dream come true growing up in the Metroplex to now be an afternoon drive with you here on the best station in the world. This is what it's all about, boys. Well,
you deserved it, Zach. And not only did you deserve it through the hard work that you have done, but also joining us now, Zach Wolchuk's longtime broadcast and podcast partner, the man with the best hair to ever grace these halls, the number one pick out of anybody who has ever worked at the Fan to Darty with, hailing from Northeast High School in Justin, Texas, and the University of North Texas. It's Eric Chiafalo. Here they are.
We did it, Wolchuk.
The nosebleed seats united inside the GBag Nation. Joining the three of us, we are once again five wide, gentlemen, and we couldn't be more excited to add you. Thanks for coming aboard.
Hey, thank you. Are you kidding me right now?
Wiggity.
Going, baby. This is incredible right now. Gosh dang it, on top of the world. My mom sent out a family group message like 5 minutes ago to about 100 people.
Sweet.
And said, 3 o'clock, 105.3. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing?
No, get those ratings up, baby. Get those ratings up.
I'm getting
good promotion.
The vibrations in the pocket right now. Everybody's fired up, dude.
Good vibrations.
Oh, this is a good time. This show just got a lot hairier and less manly all at the same time. I don't know how that's possible, but we found a way to do it. Wolchuk, gosh dang it, I love you. This is a good time, boys.
Hey,
thank you guys.
You betcha, man. You deserved it. Once again, we didn't do anything for you. You guys earned this.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to start tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'll quit my job right now. Are you
Let's
kidding
do
me?
this
Day
thing.
job? Let's do this.
Why not? I'll come on in before going to the ballpark. Let's do this. I'll pull double duty. Why not?
Right on. Looking
that
forward to
means
that.
we get to come out of the gates with a little what you drinking, what you thinking Friday.
Oh.
Send
Yes.
the people into the weekend. Twin Peaks just got turned up to another notch,
hello.
boys and girls.
Twin Peaks Saturday, Irving. Come celebrate with us. Nosebleed seats, Nationals, Tolos. We'd love to see you there off of MacArthur and 635 on Saturday. So our official start date is tomorrow. And it's very exciting. Tell the audience more about yourselves, though. You know, I know a lot of people get to listen and they love the nosebleed seats. One of the things we really liked about you is your ability to build that cult following like Lucius and I and, you know, even Sniper John and all the guys CA built years ago in the evenings. You guys really took that torch and ran with it. But when did you guys start doing this podcasting thing together?
So, Eric and I locked eyes when we did Sports Zone together at the University of North Texas, and I looked over at him and I thought, gosh, that guy looks like a bit of a D-bag.
Yeah.
And that was my first impression of him. And I mean,
nailed it.
You know, I was thinking, I don't know if I can really work with this guy. And then he came up with me, and I was actually interning with you guys at GBag at the time. I just come off the GBag Nation internship, and he was like, dude, that's so cool. I love 105 Through the Fan. I'm like, dude, me too. It was awesome. You know, I got to meet all the guys. It was great. So we bonded over that. And then Eric said, well, you know, I'd love to do, I've wanted to do a podcast. It'd be great to do a podcast. I said, well, I have one. I call it the Nosebleed Seats. I do it by myself, and it kind of stinks, you know, just hosting it by myself. You want to just co-host it with me. So we went and had some lunch at El Pariente.
The single best taco spot that it's no longer in existence in Denton, but some of the mean greeners will know about this one. We sat down and we discussed what we wanted to do. We want to laugh, we want to talk sports, we want to have fun, and we want to do this thing. Ultimately, I mean, this was the dream. Getting to the Fan was the dream. We're both local dudes. He's Plano, I'm Fort Worth, Haslett, whatever. And now we're here and we're absolutely excited and blown away. So we started doing it. We snuck into the UNT radio station studios every single night. We had a little inn. We had a guy that knew
After
a guy that knew a
hours,
guy.
we're talking midnight.
And so that's how we started it. Boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. And then when we started working up here together as part-timers, we would just record it up here in the side studio.
Yep, one of us would be doing the overnight. It's like, okay, come on up. So we would just do it on the side studio there in between because, you know, overnights, it's pretty much clocked out. So we would just, while Amy Lawrence is doing her thing, we'd come over here, we'd record our stuff. The bosses followed along with it. They'd give us some pointers. Eventually, I started doing some weekend hosting. Then Eric started doing some weekend hosting. We said, put us together. And we did that. Of course, when we had the night show opening, we said, please give us that opportunity. We did it. We were met with a lot of negativity at first, but I can't tell you how many texts we've gotten that said...
Well, you did get a lot better.
Well, we did.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. We grew a lot. And and I'm sure we've got a long way to go. You guys are going to help us with that.
Yeah.
But we got a ton of great feedback from listeners over the years that were saying, man, I really didn't want to like you guys at first, but you really grew on me. And now you're two of my favorites at the station. And to hear that is what it's all about. So if you're listening and you're like, man, I don't know that I can stand these two schmucks, just give us a chance, and I guarantee you we will grow on you, and you will learn to love us, and we already love you.
Well, you executed the mission. You know, I think it's good sports opinion, good sports information, but that entertainment, that laughing and the fun, that really comes out over the airwaves when you guys are on. So, you know, I'd say so far mission accomplished, and thanks again for joining us. Now, you absolutely are still going to get a bunch more of Lucius Alexander, you know,
Absolutely,
since things changed a couple of months ago, the added element, and everybody can tell when Lucius is involved and everybody's laughing, the show gets twice as good. So that doesn't mean Lucius is not going to be a factor on the show anymore. You'll get LA Live every night as well, G-Bag of the Day. You know, these guys are going to add multiple segments, though, and if some of your favorite segments from the Nosebleed Seats are going to translate right here into the GBag Nation as well. And we have a lot of stuff going on here at 105 Through the Fan. Obviously, now there's now a tradition of the evenings of whoever is in that spot becoming a big part of the station's future within 2 years, really, has been the track record, whether it's us or KNC Masterpiece or now with you guys. And that thing is opening up. And I believe Reggie Atatula and Kevin Gray are going to team up
Let's go.
in the evenings. So that is the second part of our announcement. And congratulations to those guys. And Brian, we really wanted to thank them for being in and auditioning with us.
I'll tell you what.
We had a tough choice.
Oh, no. It was like it's the stress of, I've been in meetings and stuff of trying to like talk Jerry Jones into paying $5 million for a player that I felt a lot less stressed doing that than trying to, because of what the talent that we have on the station. And super happy for Reggie and KG, super happy for you guys. I mean, it was as tough of a decision, and again, you take the legal pad, you put on one side all the positives and all the negatives, and it was one of those things where there weren't a whole heck of a lot of negatives for anybody. And that made it even tougher for us. So super, super happy to be working with you guys. I've been working with you guys, been on your shows before at night, but you guys were always a great listen, very entertaining. Love working with you guys and looking forward to this journey we're about to have with you guys going forward.
210 says, so happy and proud of you guys. You did it. Hard work paid off. 512, welcome aboard, gents. Hayden here, number 1 Tolo.
It might be my boy Hayden. Absolutely respect, baby. We did
love
it.
You, Hayden.
682, please tell me my boys Wooly Bully and Eric are going to be on GBag now. Yes, that's the announcement. You must be streaming. You're a few minutes late, sir. You must still be in the build-up to it. Okay, UNT gang, Bleeder gang, says the 469. You guys are bleeping awesome. You're getting a tremendous reaction here. Yes, says the 903. Good bleep, y'all. Hell yeah, I am out here yelling.
The Twolos too. You guys are absolutely the response.
Hey, the Twolos are the best. The Twolos are some of our biggest fans, and a lot of love to Lucius. Lucius, I told him when I was interning, I texted him on Father's Day when I was his intern, and I said he's like my radio dad because he took me under his wing when I was his intern back there. We spent a lot of time together while he's watching Kardashians with the sound off, admiring the legs. And hey, I don't blame him because I was doing the same thing. I love you, but I'm just happy to be a part of this thing, man. This is a dream come true.
Yeah, I've always felt like the show has been at its best when it's more of a pack, than a debate between two people or whatever. So this is the kind of radio that I love, and I've worked with a lot of people, but I don't know if I can remember working with a couple of guys who, got it in so many ways and had great voices. You guys really bring everything when it comes to the 5 tools that you would need. But I think the best thing is, and something we were able to capture years ago really well with CA, but having everybody rowing in the same direction, having everybody with the mentality that we just need to do what the best segment possible is. We just want great segments. And when you can have that kind of focus and you're not distracted by anything, you don't have any ulterior motives, then the question's like, well, there's going to be 5 of you. How will there be enough time? Well, as long as you don't have like a stubborn ego, or as long as you have a team mentality, you can figure all of that stuff out. And what we realized in the 5 days that y'all auditioned and we got to figure it out is there was magic clicking already. So if 25 hours into a broadcast cycle we were hitting like that, I'm really excited about what's going to transpire here in the coming weeks and months, and what we're going to be able to do here is pretty exciting. Now, we do have to say, Woolchuck, you're going to be doing baseball quite a bit still, aren't you? Because you're quite a fill-in there with the Rangers pre- and post-game show, and a Rangers insider in your own right at this point.
Baseball guy. He roams that clubhouse. Yes, he does.
I'm trying to get us all the insight we can and provide it for our show. So, yeah, right now, obviously, with Eric Nadel going through the COVID protocols, we're waiting to see how that goes. So, as of now, of course, tonight I'll be on the broadcast, and potentially tomorrow through the weekend as well. I'll know more tomorrow morning. Nadel's got to go through the COVID protocols. He's got tests coming up. So it's a fluid situation. So anytime, of course, I'll be doing Rangers baseball. I might be off the show doing that. But, more than welcome to be popping on even on those days as much as I can.
Right on. You got Mavs tonight?
Man.
Oh, yeah, we're taking the Mavs.
Are
you kidding me?
I think they've got.
It's a no-brainer.
It's a home game, and then it'll all come down to that Game 7. Can we finally get a road win? Eric, you called it, dude.
I did call it on the front end, and then I lost all confidence.
If it happens, I'm going to give you a kiss on the head.
Okay. All right. I'm going to hold you to that one. I'm confident in the Mavs' victory tonight, 100%. Luke is going to be the best player on the court, and even if Devin Booker goes stride for stride, I think the role players are going to step up for the Mavs as they've done throughout the entire playoffs at home. The energy is going to be electric. There's a chip on all these guys' shoulder. This is a salty series at this point. Everybody's like, bleep you, bleep you, bleep you. Yeah. And I think the Mavs are going to be able to take it. I feel confident in that. And it is going to be Give me Maxi Kleba with just a buttload of threes.
So, Eric, you're willing this right now is what you're trying to do.
I'm willing this to victory.
Yeah.
That's exactly desperation.
Hey,
desperate team right now.
We willed it to get to this right
and
here.
The environment
the Mavs are going to will it.
The environment is going to be absolutely insane. I truly believe it is going to be like a oh my gosh kind of moment. And what's the word on Jay Crowder? Because without him, I think they're in a little bit of trouble.
That could change
Chris Paul,
things.
Still an APB out for him
dramatically. And I wouldn't mind if Marquise Chris was just sent out there to maybe punch Devin Booker straight in the jugular.
Slap that chin strap right off his face.
Let's take a book out of the Stars Flames series, just a goon-like standard. You know what? Let's play dirty. I don't even care at this point. That guy's face is starting to really annoy me.
All the enforcers.
Love it, guys. Congratulations once again. The text continues to blow up, and congratulate you guys. And tomorrow at 2:00, let's rock.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.